Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Cap Recap. I'm Josh Clement, and back with me after a few weeks off is J. Scott Parker. He's been out doing his thing, covering the stories that our viewers love. J. Scott, how's it going? I gotta get right into it. What is the North Country Lumberjills?
Well, Josh, it's great to be back. And the North Country Lumberjills is a local sports team that practices at the City Rec Center. And basically, it's a group of women who go out and skate vigorously for an hour and smash into other people. That is, in essence, what they do. And the reason we're talking about it is because at the end of next week, they're going to have tryouts for people who might like to be part of the team next season. And we're going to be doing a story about the team at the start of the next season. That'll be happening Friday, November 16th at 7 p.m. And if you'd like more information, there is a posting in the datebook section of the Borderless North website.
That's pretty cool. This isn't something I can sign up for then.
No, sorry, Josh, you're out.
All right, well, hey, maybe they'll start a guys team down the road. Hint, hint. Anyways, I got to tell you, one of the questions that I had from a recent viewer was wanting to know how they could go to the website and see segments from each week's show. Mm-hmm. So it was something that we worked on a little bit, and we came up with a great way to do this. There's a tab called Episodes. It's on the far right of the borderlessnorth.org website, and you click Episodes, and you'll see the dates of each week's show. If you click the date, you'll see every segment that's in that show. So that's a great way to be able to look at either the whole show, piece by piece, or just a piece that maybe you're involved with or something that you're interested in. Also on that page is a list of all the producers and contributors to the Borderless North website and initiative, and you'll be able to click each name and see all the pieces. So that's pretty cool. You can click J. Scott Parker, and suddenly it is the J. Scott Parker webpage. But it's pretty cool because you can sort of see each producer's niche and maybe the kind of things that they're following, and you'll start to see the differences between everybody or some of the similarities. So it's pretty cool.
Well, the other thing I love about that feature is that if people are looking for a story but they can't remember exactly what the wording is to find it in the search box, if you remember the name of the producer, you can also find the story that way, and that's what makes it a really useful feature. And the story that I have posted up there most recently is about the Ranger School in Wanakena, New York. And that story was basically about the 100th anniversary of the school and the celebration they had this fall. And it was a great story because it was user-generated.
It's not a story that you might have necessarily come across had it not been for somebody sort of reaching out to the Borderless North website.
Yeah, because honestly, the Ranger School is hidden in the middle of the Adirondacks, so you're not just going to stumble upon it. And it was great that an impassioned viewer wrote us an email and said, hey, I would love to see a story about this school, and we were happy to oblige. And our station does a lot of things, and you recently have spent a lot of time in Montreal interacting with audience members.
Yeah, it's been wonderful. I've been up there 3 times in the last few weeks. I was up there for Video Games Live, which is a phenomenal event. That's something you don't expect. I know you went to it last year. And you enjoyed it.
Yeah, I wasn't at the most recent show, but the one before was amazing. I was really surprised at just how into it the crowd gets.
Yeah, it's a great thing. I was at that. I was at Chris Isaak, and I was also at Aussie Pink Floyd, the Australian Pink Floyd cover band. And so I went up there. I shot a little video. We have photos. We have photos from the meet and greets, which is a great thing. So now we know that people that visit the Borderless North website might be able to see their photo with one of their heroes and things like that.
Basically, it sounds like you had a fabulous time up in Montreal the last couple of weeks, and I'm a little jealous that you got to go to all those shows. But thanks for having me on again today.
Absolutely, it's not a bad thing, and perhaps we can get up to Montreal together and imagine the 2 of us up there covering one of these events. Could be dangerous. But anyways, that is Cap Recap this week. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Be sure to join us next week for another exciting edition. Until then, be sure to visit us on that website, borderlessnorth.org.